Who would like to start off with Lan?
Yeah, I believe that was a career high for you tonight. And it was right from the very start. Can you just talk about what the key was to your quick start and whether or not you're surprised at how quickly all the new players and new faces kind of gelled tonight?
Um, yeah, I think uh we're just like a very well put together team. I think credit to um the big dogs up top who worked in the off season. Um, we have really, really good people. My teammates are good people, coaches are great people, admin great people. And it just makes it easy to have a baseline of chemistry when you're working with people that you like to work with. And then it makes it easy for you to succeed. So I think tonight was just an example of just like a group of really good people working together, and you see people succeed. Like myself or Fee had a great game. I think Courtney had a really, really good game. I thought Napheesa played amazing too. So yeah, I think it was a fun first outing.
Obviously, you played with Courtney all last year, so you've seen what she can do. But what a line tonight! Just the steals, the assists, the points. I mean, have you seen her play better? I mean, is one of the first best games you've seen her play?
I think Courtney really held it down for Chicago last year in terms of just being that point guard presence that we needed. So it's no surprise that she pulls out a stat line like this in the first game of the season. You saw you saw what she could do last year, um, and she's just continuing to do the same thing, if not better, this year. So no surprises there from Courtney. I expect the stat line every night.
And for Fee, Cheryl worked pretty hard in the off season to add players to the roster, and at least for tonight, just about every move she made looks like it paid dividends. Can you just talk about just how quickly you guys seem to kind of come together and what you saw in Courtney, Alanna, and Napheesa?
Yeah, it's been really fun. I mean, the impact that they've had right away has just been phenomenal. And I think our team is gelled right away from the beginning too. I think our personalities are just like they mesh really well together. Everyone is so willing to learn and so willing to do whatever it takes to help the team. Lan obviously had a phenomenal game tonight, and this is the exact reason that was excited to play with her and why we sat down in Turkey because this is exactly how it was playing against her. It's really hard because she does rebounding, she scores, she's aggressive, she's strong, and that's what I wanted in a teammate. So it's definitely no surprise that she came out and did that tonight. It's really fun to watch. And same with Courtney. She had, I think it was like the second person in Lynx history with the stat line. T did phenomenal tonight. I think just like their first, official game as a Lynx, I think it went really well. So I'm excited to see the rest of the season.
For both of you, we've heard pretty much all training camp and preseason how far ahead you think the defense has been, how just confident you guys have been on that end of the floor. And after that first quarter, Seattle really struggled to get anything going. How do you assess your performance on the defensive end tonight? And I think it's probably fair to say you guys expected you could play like that, but just sort of how excited are you to put a performance like that on the defensive end here in game one?
I think it's really exciting. We started off a little bit slow, I think, but after we made those adjustments, it felt really, really great. Just scrambling for each other, doing great out of those situations. I mean, Seattle's a good team, and I feel like we really kind of shut them down in the second half, especially just covering down for each other, really working as a unit. So when we're doing that, it's really fun, and I think we saw that especially in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, I think we put in a lot of work in training camp and focused on defense, and it's something that we've all bought into as well. We want to be a great defensive team, and we're willing to make sacrifices for each other too. I think that we help each other really well, and that comes down to chemistry too. I think we've already got a really good level of chemistry defensively too. Like I remember helping over in BC, being there behind me to help immediately. Like that's what you want from a team, and to have that the first game of the season, it's just really, really promising.
And then last one from me, getting the chance to now come back to Minnesota and get to play a home opener in front of the fans. Fee, I know you've gotten that experience before. Lan, this will be your first time doing it, but just now that training camp is in the rear view, this first road game is in the rear view. How exciting is it to have that home opening game in front of the hometown fans? Just sort of the next thing on the agenda.
It's really exciting. I think it's going to be really hard. I mean, playing a team back to back, especially a good team, especially when we just beat them at their house, they're going to come out ready, like swinging on Friday. So we have to make sure what happened tonight in their home opener doesn't happen to us. So as Cheryl said in the locker room, both teams are going to make adjustments. But it's always nice to have the Lynx fan as our sixth man on the court with us. So being in front of the home crowd is really fun, but we definitely have to come ready to play.
Yeah, I would just say that playing in Minnesota has always been really tough. Like being the opposition, playing at in mini, yeah, you can really feel the fans, and so being able to be on that side of it and having the fans behind you in that environment, I'm super keen. I think it's going to be really, really fun, and like they said, it's going to be a lot of hard work, but we're really excited to show what we can do on our home floor.
I have one last question. You guys were down, I think, 5 early in the third quarter, and I think from there until you guys went up 16, it was like a 31-10 run. How much of that was just purely just really good defense on your end and making that into your offense, or how much of that was just the offense really getting on a roll?
I think it was our defense. We started getting stops and started taking away the things that, like the pick and roll. They're really good in the pick and roll, and they were just getting so many shots in the paint. I think Cheryl said they had 30 points in the paint in the first half, which is just crazy. So once we started doing that and helping each other down, like I was saying before, getting steals was transferred over to offense. And we're our best when we're playing in transition, getting stops on defense, and then running out. And so once we started doing that, I think we got on a roll and continued to shut them down on defense. So I would definitely say it came from there.
Thank you.
All I can say is defense.
Any final questions?
Yeah.